everyone, it's Elise and welcome to my channel, Elise Between the Ears. If this is your first time, welcome and thank you for stopping by. On this channel, we talk about Disney and Disney things, life, and finding that magic in your everyday life. As you can see, if you've watched my channel before, I am sporting a new look. I chopped my hair off. But it's first of one of the changes that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to actually put some things up here behind me so it doesn't look so plain and boring, but that will be on another video. Anyway, so today I just wanted to talk about a few things before I get to what I'm actually going to do, which is talk about my 5 favorite Disney YouTube channels. I suffer from bouts of depression, and a couple of years ago I decided that after going to multiple, like 5 or 6 different therapists to help me with my depression and the things that were going on in my head, that them saying, going to different therapists and them saying that I should get on medication to help me with my depression, I decided to conquer my depression just purely by drowning myself in positive content. And so I started listening to positive stories, TED Talks, people who talk about joy and happiness, and just started filling my mind and spirit with content that is all about joy and happiness. And I was talking one day to a coworker, and she said, well, I was telling her about all this, and she goes, well, what really makes you happy? And I go, well, Disney, of course. I'm a major Disney fan. And so I decided to go ahead and start watching or listening to Disney content. So I started looking up YouTube Disney channels, and it started off really slow with just a few people here and there. And of course, how YouTube is, they give you build onto the content that you already are watching. And so I started getting more and more things, and there are so many Disney channels out there. I keep finding new ones every single day that I didn't even know existed. And some that I started watching have been on for years, 10, 15 years. Some are new that have only been on maybe a year, a little over a year, and some maybe even less time than that. And then, of course, because everybody was having so much fun and the community is so great, I was like, well, I want to join that community. So then I decided to go ahead and start my own channel. So anyway, so that's how this all evolved, with going from my depression to watching videos or listening to videos about joy and happiness, to taking that joy and happiness to watching Disney content and the Disney channels, to here I am now doing my own channel. So what I wanted to do is go through the channels that right now are my top 5 favorites. Now I have more than this that I really enjoy watching, and there's some that I've just like started watching that I've only been watching for maybe a month or so that I just recently found. So I'm not really going to include those, but the ones that I've really started watching and I consistently go back to every single week, day, whatever, are these top 5. And some of them, like I said, have been going on for years. Some are newer, some are more like news oriented, some are just more like vlogs. So anyway, but if you are searching for a Disney Channel to watch. I hope this will kind of give you a start of what to watch, because when I started watching, like I said, I just kind of put in Disney videos, and there wasn't really it wasn't really pulling up the content creators. It was pulling up more like the straight out Disney, like Disney Channel and straight from Disney. I just wanted to thank the channels that I'm going to be mentioning for bringing joy and happiness to my life. So number 5 on my list is Pammy from Pammy Plus Parks. Now she is just such a great support for the plus size community. She goes to different, she goes to Disney World and goes to all the different parks and goes on the rides and shows what the best way for plus size people to get in and out of the rides, what works best for them, what doesn't. She goes into different shops, shows like different sizes, so we can all have kind of an idea of what is good for the plus size community. She also is now going to Universal Studios and is doing the same. So she's a great, like I said, a great support and asset to the plus size community. Number 4 is Disney Coast to Coast with Jeff DePauli. Now this is more of a news / interview type show where he goes through, he talks about the current headlines and news on one day, and then he talks about certain things that has to do with Disney on another day. He also has guests on in the like Disney industry that are great interviews. So he's really good to listen to as well, and then he gives like this trivia at the end, which is really fun to listen to as well. Number 3 is Reid TV. Now she is a vlogger that I have been watching pretty much from the beginning of my time watching YouTube. I'm not really sure how long she's been on. I know she's been on for quite a while, but she just basically does her everyday life, and she talks about Disney things, and there's episodes where she's at Disneyland, but she's just a fun crazy girl to watch. But I like how she kind of talks a lot about her own life and what's going on with her. So she's just real fun to watch. She's just a real person, and goes through trials and has issues just like everybody. But she has a good attitude and she's positive. So it's just fun to watch her and see what she's going through. Okay, number 2 is LaForge. Now I started watching LaForge when she's only been doing it for a little over a year, but has I think over 7,000 subscribers now, and I've been watching her since she was probably like 6 months in, and I really like Jen. She is a travel vlogger. She does a lot about Run Disney. She goes to Disney World a lot. She's going to be going to Disneyland, and she's also a Disney Vacation Club member, which she talks a lot about. But I like Jen LaForge because she's a real down-to-earth person as well. She can be kind of crazy and kooky, but that just adds to her personality, as well as Jenny Ray as well. They're both crazy kooky. I guess I like watching crazy kooky people. But anyway, and she's probably one of the only YouTubers that I feel comfortable commenting on, and she's always so gracious and sweet when she comments back, and she always makes sure that she does. So I really appreciate that, because as a new YouTuber, trying to get involved with this community is kind of daunting, and she's given some great advice, and so I just really appreciate the kindness that she's given to me. So that's my number 2 is Jen LaForge. Now, number 1 on my list is the Diz Unplugged. Now, the Diz Unplugged, they've been around for, oh my goodness, I think over 10 years now. Maybe, I want to say 20 years? I don't know, but I can't remember. But that's with Pete Warner and his whole crew. And I really like them because they have like, they're live every Tuesday with their Disney World discussion, and then Wednesday they've got their Disneyland discussion, but then throughout the week they always have great content. Like they've got the best and worst of things, they've got the dining show, they have on their live show they have the news reports, so you get a little bit of everything, and I just really like the camaraderie between all of the people that are on the show, and they switch out. They're not always the same people. I mean, Pete's usually the main host there, but there's like, oh my goodness, I don't even know how many people like switch in and out of that show, but I like everybody on them, and they're real. All of these people that I'm talking about are real, like they're just down to earth real people, and that's one thing I really like. And that I wish I could be more like. Sometimes I feel like I come off kind of fake, but they're all, maybe it's because they've been doing it for so long, or they just have that natural ability to just be kind of real and down to earth. So I really like that. Anyway, so there you have it. My 5 favorite Disney YouTubers is Pammy from Pammy Plus Parks, Jeff DePauli from Disney Coast to Coast, Jenny Ray from Jenny Ray TV, Jen LaForge from Jen LaForge, and then the Diz Unplug hosted by Pete Warner. So anyway, I just hope that if you guys need just some joy and happiness, and Disney gives you that joy and happiness, that you'll take the time, you'll watch these YouTubers, or if there's other YouTubers that you really like in the Disney community, you know, watch them. Just, you know, bring that happiness in your life, and find that magic that brings you that joy. If you have any that maybe I haven't mentioned that you think I might like, please comment below. I'd like to see them and maybe get a chance to listen to them. There might be some that I'm already watching, but like I said, there's so many out there. I can't even imagine being able to watch them all. So if you do have a favorite of yours that you watch, comment below, and I'll look into those. Oh, by the way, I'm going to link all of these channels in the description below, so if you aren't familiar with them, you can go and watch them, and then let me know what you think. They're all really good, and I think you'll enjoy all of them. So anyway, thanks again for stopping by. Please subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. That really helps this channel. And I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!